Brad, as you know, I've come down with a little throat soreness this week. Powering through. We got stand-up shows this weekend. Gotta make it happen. But I'm trying to take care of myself with Rachel out of town.
Good.
And so I was like, okay, last time this happened, I was able to get a steroid shot in downtown Nashville, like right next to a honky-tonk. And
that was not a steroid shot, brother.
Where'd that go?
Jake just spit out his lozenge.
Made me laugh. That was a good one. All right. Well,
no problem. You got about 85 more of them.
Yeah. These things are pretty nice. Anyway, I was like, all right. I remember last time I got a steroid shot, I felt amazing. It helped me so quickly heal. My mood got better. My energy got better.
Steroids will do that to you.
I should get another one going into this weekend. And so I'm calling around. I call in urgent care. Hey, do you guys have, I'm looking for like a what is it even called? Corticosteroid, cortisone shot, anything like this. She's like,
something.
We don't we don't administer those here. I'm calling somebody. All right, call an emergency room clinic. Hey, I'm looking for a kind of steroid shot. Stand-up comedian. They can't get it to me. Then I'm calling. They're like, you probably have to go through your doctor. Like, I don't have a doctor. So then I'm going through my health insurance, and they're like, hey, we can do. It's like 9 p.m. at night. Like, we can do telehealth. Like, sure, let's do that.
Oh yeah, they'll give you one.
I figured. And I had to send in pictures and videos. I'm showing them how red the back of my throat is. Get this guy on the phone who like barely speaks English. And so he was just, I'm trying to tell him like, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a podcaster. Like I need my voice to perform.
Yeah.
And he was just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You perform?
I have Chipotle 7 days in a row.
I was just like, I really need something soon. To get it, he was like, we cannot do this. I need to look at you. And I was like, well, what's the point of telehealth then? I feel like you could say that every telehealth visit.
It's hard to shoot through the camera. I don't know how to give the syringe through the little camera lens.
So I was like, well, that was pointless. Why do I have health insurance? Why do they have telehealth? I feel like I've sent you the videos of I don't know. Whatever.
So... Oh, go.
So then I was like, I'm going to call some of these ER people back. And I was like, hey, can somebody administer this to me? And they're like, well, the cortisone shot is hard to get. There is something called Decadrone, which is more of a liquid that could work. And I like turned into a druggie dude. I was like, is that easier to get? Like, is that easier for me to get my hands on?
Can I have that today?
Oh, who do you know that would have that? What is her name?
Where do I go? Where do I go for this?
Do I need a burner phone? I'll get a burner phone.
Right. Like, is it cash only or what's going? Do you guys have Venmo? Cash App? PayPal?
It was crazy.
Square?
Quick.
I don't care. I'll do whatever. I'll do them all.
You guys on Shopify?
Yeah.
E-commerce? What do you guys do?
What a printful?
Well, I need to tip. Are you guys gonna ask? It's gonna ask you a few questions. I'll do it.
I'll tip. I'll do $0 for the actual shot, and then I'll tip $800 if that's what I need to do.
Wink, wink.
If you know what I mean.
I'll deca your drone. I don't
know.
So then she was like kind of laughing at me because I think the literal sentence I said was, "Is that pretty easy to get my hands on?" And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, I sound like a drug
stand-up
addict."
Stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
You know, not trauma. I don't have trauma in my life. I am a stand-up comedian, but
that girl was pretty fun. So I was like, I'm a stand-up comedian. I do this. She's like, oh my gosh, are you Matt Rife? And I was like, wow, that's no.
People say that I am exactly like Matt Rife.
I said, I understand if you can't administer me anything because I'm not nearly as attractive. And so she laughed at that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, she was just like, well, it's still no guarantee.
Yeah.
And we close here pretty soon. So
have you thought about going and just getting actual steroids? like go to like a Gold's Gym. What's up, guys? Anybody have a few extra, decks for me? Decadrones?
Some guys power cleaning 300 pounds. Well, you must have a pretty sore throat.
Right. Hey, I got a sore throat. You know where I can get that fixed?
Kind of the Mark McGuire sore throat.
Fixed, if you know what I mean. Fixed. Fixed.
You don't know where the shot goes. So you just touch
Fixed. It's oral. Yeah, it's oral medication.
Fixed.
Fixed. Hey, just like putting a crown. Fixed.
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 Visual jokes. YouTubers get it. All right, roll it.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking Happy Wednesday, Jacob.
Hello.
Where are you going this weekend? No, I'll tell you. I'll answer and you tell me if I'm wrong so you can save your voice. Cincinnati.
Bingo.
Please, only,
Sorry, I understand.
Only incorrect.
I understand the game now.
My dad used to quiz me like back in the day, like on my like stuff I was supposed to be studying for, and he would never say if I got it right, only if I got it wrong. And I would always be like, is that right though? He's like, yeah.
I didn't tell you got it wrong.
Say something. Cincinnati. We'll go with Madison.
No, good guess though.
Okay. Cincinnati, Minneapolis.
No, it's just there.
Dang it! I'm sorry. It's
Connor
hard. It's hard to keep up, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Bingo. Dang it.
It's all Ohio. It's Cincinnati, Cleveland, Akron, and
Wrong
Norwalk, Ohio.
Wrong go.
Cincinnati,
Not as Middle East. Is
Cincinnati, Cleveland, Lexington, Kentucky. That's Middle East.
Wrong, but close.
St. Louis.
There was one of them. We got one more left.
That's right. Because you were like, hey, can I borrow your padlock? I'm going to St. Louis.
Yeah, I need a bulletproof vest.
Cincinnati, Cleveland, St. Louis, and
I would say it's in between. It's the Friday show because it's in between St. Louis and
I'm
Ohio.
bad with geography. Let's see.
Still Middle East.
Indianapolis.
Bingo.
Okay.
Dang it.
You talked more then than if I would have just asked you.
I'm not kidding. 3 out of 3 times that was not on purpose. I'm an affirming guy. And I said bingo every time. Jeez.
I think as far as like self-discipline, Catherine has so much more than me as far as like she's like, hey, I'm not going to eat whatever. She doesn't eat. Like I struggle with overeating obviously. And but she struggles disciplinarily. Like, hey, if I'm just like, hey, please don't say anything right now. Like, don't talk to me.
She can't. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, can I share my win of the week real quick? My win of the week is that Scott Peck is here. Come on in.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Just wheeling and dealing back there.
Man.
This is fun. I've not seen this.
I haven't seen this. Scott, thanks for joining on your lunch break.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Welcome home, Scott.
It feels good.
Yeah.
It feels real good.
What were you guys just getting into while I was getting the headphones?
We were getting into a little Fortunato. We got a brand new sponsor. Pam, pam, pam. Pam, pam, pam.
Nice.
Man, I'm not as good at that. I'm not as good at that as you.
No, that's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
It takes a talent.
I'll learn.
A fortunato.
A Fortunato.
Like my nonna used to make it.
Let me tell you a little story, guys. You guys mind having a little story hour with me?
Yeah, don't put me to sleep.
Definitely won't.
Okay.
Not with this story, buddy. You'll get on the edge of your seat. You'll stay there. In 2008, 2 Americans named Brian Orsley and Dan Pearson discovered a thought to be extinct variety of cocoa bean growing in the northern Peruvian jungle.
Oh my gosh.
It thought to be extinct, but it's not extinct. It's super stint.
I'm getting further and further on the edge of my seat as you go.
100 years ago, this variety was prized for making some of the most delicious chocolate in the world until it was wiped out by disease. Or so they thought! The USDA called the finding an unprecedented discovery. It's like finding gold. For more than a decade, our chocolate was only available to high-end restaurants, and chocolatiers, and was sold in more than 30 countries. But when the pandemic hit, we made the chocolate available directly to the public at wholesale prices. We as in Fortunato.
Oh, read chapter 2.
Giving customers access to highest quality. It's hard to ship chocolate in the summer, guys. It's hard to ship chocolate. But guess what? It's not hard to ship.
Why is that?
Why is that? Because it's freaking hot.
Oh, okay.
100 degrees fair.
That checks out.
But I'll tell you what, it's easy to ship in the summer, and it's this stuff right here, the chocolate nut butters. They ship perfectly in the heat. They set up into a creamy butter in a room temperature pantry. They're the cleanest chocolate nut butters on the market, just our world-class chocolate and premium nuts.
You guys just had some. I think it was first meal of the day for both of you.
Yeah.
It was to start off with the nut chocolate.
Yeah.
How was it?
I wish that I wasn't sharing that with anybody else, or else I would have had a second spoonful.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We've been trying to teach our kids, like, hey, double dipping is bad. You can't double dip unless you have your own little portion. Wish I would have had my own Porsche.
I would describe it as decadent.
Decadent. Scott goes, this would be great with
Graham crackers.
graham crackers. Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun dessert.
Nilla wafers.
Yeah.
Oh, Nillas are great because they're dippable. Timon likes that. You guys are simpatico.
They're probably not going to like snap off in your hand.
Exactly.
Graham crackers, you run risk.
Graham crackers, it's almost like just crunch it up together. Yeah, or something. Anyway, Fortunato, Fortunato, cleanest chocolate nut butters in the world. They got dark chocolate, peanut, and almond butters, delicious, heart-healthy food. They have milk chocolate nut butters. They're like peanut butter cups in a jar.
Holy cow.
They're all manufactured in the U.S. We buy cacao directly from 500 small cacao farms. Small cacao farms. You just get like 500 small cacao farms in northern Peru, and it makes up Fortunato. Okay? Just check them out.
We went from like Italian to the Bronx.
But seriously though, Fortunato is an amazing company. It's Fortune, Fortunato. Because they have everything directly sourced to them, it's not only high quality, but it's affordable pricing. If you don't like it, no questions asked. 100% money back guarantee.
They won't ask a single question. Return it. Well, you won't want to.
And guess what? When the weather cools down, you can ship chocolate as well.
There's even more options.
Yes. Many delicious chocolate products waiting for you to try. So check them out. Let me double check the...
So this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much.
Tip of the chocolate farm.
Yes.
It's fortunatochocolate.com. It'll be in the description if you like clicking on things rather than typing.
And it's promo code GRKC. Sorry, Timon.
For a percentage off.
Yes. For 15% off.
Nice.
Well, yeah.
The description knows.
Yeah.
You guys know by now.
Anyway, check it out. FortunatoChocolate.com. You guys are going to love it.
Fun. Should we get right into s'mores?
Yes. That's
I think it's fun. I think it's a great way to welcome Scott back.
Speaking of s'mores, would be great with Fortunato chocolate.
Dude. Oh,
I'm serious. Imagine that.
Spread a little base on a graham cracker.
Oh, brother. And probably a little like easier to eat than the actual chocolate bars.
I kind of like having a little bit of the breakage of the chocolate, though.
Well, Scott, we're sponsored by Butters and bars.
do both.
Our
do
podcast.
both.
No,
Get
okay,
some of-
fine.
get some of
Okay,
their
fine.
chocolate and the spread.
I was just making sure you understood what we're trying to go for.
So much for
You know what? Actually, Brad, I think that's a bad idea.
On second thought, I'm trying to eat healthier. So I wouldn't know.
no.
All right. The s'mores this week is best excuses not to attend something.
Was there a reason for this?
Yeah,
Like, were we
I think I
inspired?
know why. Were you inspired by something for this?
I don't know. I think this came from Brad's notes.
Oh, I was going to say, was this inspired by Gunner's text for football?
Oh, yeah.
Where just everyone turned him down.
They had incredible excuses.
Yes.
yeah.
See if I could find that. It was just like, I
one
can't.
by one.
My sister's getting married. Isaac was like, I'm driving to Warsaw to drop off a table.
Yeah.
Pickleball tournament.
Pickleball tournament.
I just said I had to be with my kids.
Yeah.
Children.
I guess that's a good I don't know.
Anyway. I think Catherine won the last s'mores, which in a way, did she? Because she had the most people vote for her.
I
But
know.
the topic was things that I don't understand.
Right.
So in a way,
Dude,
last place.
It
went
really
on
messed
an
people's minds.
Emotional roller coaster with Catherine listening to that episode because I was like, Barbie, yes, preach, Catherine.
Okay.
And then she said pickleball. And I was like, what?
Out of all things to say for you.
I
yeah.
literally sent a group text to Rachel, Catherine, and Sam. I was like, we sympathize with Barbie. And then I texted later, I said, oof, Kath. Pickleball. But then one of her honorable mentions was Taylor Swift.
Okay.
And I was like, yes.
Really? You're not a Taylor Swift guy.
I don't get it.
Okay.
It's like I listened to some of her stuff recently, and I'm like, why is this so like? When did she turn into a unicorn that everybody had to go?
Sure. Sure.
That's a fair question.
Yeah, she also ruined my trip to Denver because we couldn't find hotels for anything. $500.
That's mainly what's going on.
Yeah, there's some deep-seated anger there.
Yeah, recency bias. I'm a little bitter about that still.
So Catherine said that thing about pickleball, and then we've been talking to a pickleball company like about sponsorships and stuff, and so they sent us like a bunch of paddles, and Catherine, like we got them in the mail, and Catherine's like, well, now I feel pretty bad about my pickleball comments on the podcast. So Dusty, if you're
Catherine,
listening, I'm sorry.
You should feel bad, Catherine. You should.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
So we are playing tonight. You said no.
I can't. Sorry.
Why? Why?
Well, just a night home with fam.
Oh.
I got to mow the lawn. We got to cook some food. We got to chores around the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Brian and I are in.
One of those. Yeah. I'm not.
Sorry.
We'll figure it out. Okay. So Catherine won last time, so that's basically you, Brad. So you
Okay.
can pick the order.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh, we got 4? Going first is tough, actually, now that I think about
I
it.
hope I have enough.
I was going to say, I don't know if I wrote down enough now.
I
knowing
know.
that it's 4.
It's gonna be a little improv game at the end.
Yikes.
I'll go first. Timon will go second. Scott will go third, Jake will go fourth.
Dang it.
I wanted it back.
It's a great spot for Catan. I don't know about shmores.
It's kind of fun to have
Going
the
fourth
snake.
and fifth.
Your foot is on my cord.
Sorry. Get it out of my way.
All right.
All right,
You're
Brad.
yanking my chain.
Easy 1-1 for me. Good luck defending this. I have a family emergency.
Okay.
Family emergency.
Okay.
Can't really argue with that.
It's like, oh gosh, yeah. Great. I understand.
That's a good one. You don't even really ask any other questions.
Nope.
It's just
Yeah.
like, all right. I won't even really reply.
Hands up, see ya.
Gosh.
I'll back up.
Right. Bad.
The word emergency is just like, oh, well, you go do your thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Emergency.
Okay. My first pick. I'm thinking you kind of guilt trip them. So this is my. Oh, sorry. I have church.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like
The
really make
Lord.
them feel bad. Oh, shoot! Should have invited him. Man, he's,
Yeah, it's a
he's
Wednesday
going to
night,
church.
Sunday morning. What am I thinking?
Yeah. Exactly.
Or just put thing at the end of it. I got church thing. And then it's like
I had
Thursday.
that on. I had that. Yeah. You could have a church thing. Church people.
Okay, but what if in my opinion, these are excuses that sometimes aren't always real. I don't know if that's true or not. Would you feel really bad if you said, I can't come because I have a church thing and really you're staying home?
Of course.
AKA doing the thing that God hates, which is lying.
Yeah. Hey, I even wrote at the top. I was like, I can't say I like the idea of just like making up fake excuses, but obviously this is just metaphorical.
So maybe if push
maybe
comes to
this
shove and you lose all your other picks, you can say, no excuse because I'm a good guy.
Timon might have like a moral exemption from the
Sorry,
shores.
People are going to vote for Timon just because of that comment. Darn it. That's good, Timon. You are a smart guy.
He's got a good heart.
Yeah.
Good heart over there.
Ooh, idea. Heart problems.
Heart emergency.
Heart murmur.
I actually had a heart attack last night. Sorry, that's why I couldn't come.
I've got a bad heart.
Heart just ain't good.
All right.
Scott?
All right, I'm going to say my kid's sick.
Kid sick is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid sick is good.
That'll get you out of a lot.
Can't say that one worked well for me.
Yeah.
If you don't have kids, make up one.
It is.
But yeah, because then it's the double. Like you have to take care of the kid, but also they don't want your kid around getting everybody else sick.
Yeah.
So it covers you all over the place.
That is pretty good. I was also thinking about going to the kid route for my first one. Obviously, I can't use it, but I think like when I text people and it's anything kid related, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
do your thing.
Fair enough.
My first pick is going to be couldn't find a babysitter.
Okay.
Had that one.
And it's just like, all right, fair enough. You know, if it's something your kid can't come to,
It's legally you're bound to be with your children.
I don't have a lot of babysitters on deck that I can like suggest for you. So I just kind of have to be like, all right,
Yeah.
guess you're not coming.
Is it hard for you to find babysitters?
Generally not, because we live pretty close to Sam's family, and all of them are pretty good. And Palmer's an easy kid to watch.
Yeah.
Right now we have one, and so it's just like
But do you have like like as far as like non-family member babysitters? Do you have?
we got nobody.
I know. That's
No
like I know very few. We have very few like options when it's like, well, your parents are out. It's like
Rachel Coop.
yeah. Rachel does sometimes. Like we're going somewhere tonight, and there's like, Catherine's like, well, I mean, the kids are going to be asleep by the time we leave. Maybe Isaac can just come over. I'm like, no, he's on he's on a. Yeah, Isaac would come, but he's on comedy tour with Jake.
My second pick is going to be car trouble.
Okay.
Just generic car trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a great two words that piece together.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, car trouble.
Dude, that's so American though, bro. Like in like these societies where you rely on a car to drive everywhere. Like, you know, in Europe, like you could just take the L. The EL, elevated train.
Interesting. A little play on words there. I was a little confused. Just
No,
like
the L is
take
what
it,
they-
like take an L.
Oh yeah, right. Take the L.
All right, so those are mine. Can't find a babysitter, car trouble.
I'm gonna say you got to work. I'm
Okay.
Just the Michael Scott. I am just too swamped. So swamped with work. Yeah. Just say, hey, I got to work late tonight, or I got to work that day, or whatever.
I got to work early tomorrow morning. I can't go out tonight.
Can't stay out late.
Yeah.
Got a
Yeah.
work thing.
Work thing.
Work thing.
Work function.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a funks.
Okay. For mine, and this is like I can use this as a teen still. My mom said I can't go.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
It's like they're not gonna. I'll just ask your mom again. No, it's like if my mom said I can't go.
Quick tip for that time. And once the mom car doesn't work, just replace mom with wife, and you'll be just fine as well.
Okay, cool.
My mom said I couldn't go. My wife said I couldn't go.
Yep.
It's a little bit
Quick
worse
switch.
because then your wife gets kind of like, hated on by the rest of the group. But hey, Still works.
Sometimes can happen with my mom. Like, not again.
Really just throwing someone else under the bus.
Yeah.
It's not my. Trust me, I want to be there.
Right.
So
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Other people.
Man, just wish I could go.
Okay. This is where the rubber meets the road, boys.
I'm starting to run out of options.
Me too, brother. All right, I'm gonna go with. This one, it feels like it should be out of. Maybe it's a bad idea because it's not as bad anymore. Not as good. Anyway, COVID. The answer is like.
Oh, interesting.
I have that one
COVID.
too.
I mean,
didn't
it's
even
like
think about that.
COVID. Like, you wanna go?
Forgot about
coffee
that.
sometime. COVID.
Go.
COVID. And it's like, COVID was the best excuse you could ever have because it wasn't just like you directly. It was like, hey, my aunt had COVID who saw my wife, who babysat my daughter.
So let's just be safe.
Who sleeps 2 doors down from me. COVID. I just don't. And you can like push it back on the other person of like, I'm worried about your safety. I don't want you to get sick. COVID. So my answer is COVID 5 times. COVID.
Go.
And then let's see. I think the next one, kind of like family emergency, where people are not going to ask any questions. You say, "I have a procedure in the morning." I asked one time to a youth group kid. He was like, "Can you pick me up from class? My mom's having a procedure tomorrow." And I asked him, like, "Oh, what's the procedure?
Where at?"
And Catherine goes, "Never ask that question again in your life."
I've learned that twice.
Yeah. I learned that. I learned that once and I forgot, and I learned it again. If you just say procedure, no one like that has a brain, aka I guess not Jake and I. Maybe I'm teaching people right now. Don't ask if someone says procedure.
Yeah. Also, I'll speak from Isaac's experience. If a girl says, "Yeah, I enjoy getting laser hair removal," don't ask where.
Oh, well, that girl shouldn't have said that in the first place. Oh, where?
Oh, show me. How about when I get to the area, make a little noise.
Like a metal detector.
All right, Timon,
Okay,
you're back
good
up.
Okay, this one is kind of similar, but I'm counting it as different enough. I have an appointment,
Okay.
Okay.
which that can be very vague, applied to anything. And I mean, people aren't really going to ask about that, right?
Yeah, they're probably not gonna be like, "Oh, can you change it?" Appointment's like official
yeah.
enough to where it's like this is set in stone.
Yep.
As far as like people asking, do you feel like people ask very often, or do you think it's more just like common courtesy that you say the entire thing? Because Catherine,
That's
I'll
true.
expose her friends sometime. I don't know which ones, but Catherine will get frustrated if people just say, "I can't make it."
I
She's
would
she's
get frustrated.
Tell me a reason. What do you?
Yeah.
Why is she saying like what's going on? But if you say, "I can't make it, can't find a babysitter," great.
Yeah.
I think if it's a group text, like pickleball group text, and someone's like, "I can't make it tonight," that's okay with me. But if we once had plans and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to make it," I'm, like, I'm going to
okay.
need a little something.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going to need a little detail.
Sometimes I think Catherine's even the group text. I think she's even like, "I would love for you to tell us what's." Because then you can kind of like judge them, I guess, more. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know why
it's like,
she wants to do
Hey,
that.
6 Fridays from now, I'd love to get together. I can't.
I can't do that.
I'm like, why? 6 Fridays from now?
Yeah.
What, a procedure?
I mean, and maybe I think I'm the same way, but I just don't know if our friends do that as often. Like, I can't do it.
You and I are also very thorough texters,
Very thorough texters.
which I like.
We're big iMessage on the computer guys, so
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
I mean, we can flow
Get the
on those bad
fingers.
boys.
Oh,
but not
yeah.
on my phone. Yeah. So
All right, appointment. Back,
Appointment.
Scott.
I would say my next answer is pets, more specifically
Okay.
the least self-sufficient of pets being dogs.
okay.
Pups.
Got to
Yeah.
go let the dog out. My dog can't be alone in the house that long.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have a dog like Topper, he's going to start getting into the
Topper.
couch.
Oh my
He's going
gosh.
to start wreaking havoc throughout the house. So yeah, I would say dogs.
Do we have any
Pets.
update on Topper?
Yeah, he's still a Sam's cousin.
Okay.
Apparently, at some point, he had a massive like lump on his neck, which turned out to be nothing.
From
It was-
misbehaving.
It was benign. Yeah.
Yeah, it turned out to not to be, I don't think, a big deal, but he very much still is a turd of a dog.
Really?
Oh yeah, Sam's cousin. Every time he's like, his name's Matt, and he's engaged to a girl named Maddie. They live together, and he's like, yeah, Maddie hates him.
Really?
So I think we really just got a bad nugget.
Do you
It's a bad batch.
when
of
you
DNA.
hear that, what emotions do you feel?
Vindicated.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like maybe this could have worked had we had not just a rotten apple.
Oh, so are you then being like maybe we should get?
Oh heck no, never again. No, it didn't work schedule wise with us too. Like,
Yeah.
we having full time jobs. in the evenings, we're always out doing stuff, playing pickleball.
And Sam has a full-time job now?
No, she doesn't.
And you're going to be out playing pickleball tonight?
No.
Okay.
Tonight would be a great night to have a dog hanging around the house, fresh cut grass.
Oh, yeah.
Great night to have a dog.
Dog
but
roaming around while
the
you
oth-
mow.
Yeah, the other 6, no way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would, on one hand, be like, I'm so glad that's not me anymore. On the other hand, I would feel a little bit bad that these other people are having to go through it.
Yeah.
That you're close to. Like, it's one thing if it's like strangers, I don't know, I'm not communicating with these people anymore. Who cares?
Did I tell you guys one of the first, like within the first month of him being there, what he did in the basement?
Something about a basement. Yeah.
So they went out to dinner and they put him in a kennel in the basement, which I would say their basement from like where his kennel was to where the stairs were was probably 20 feet. Put him in a kennel and they went out to dinner. They were gone for like an hour. When they came back, he had somehow like shoved himself and his kennel all the way over to the stairs.
Oh,
and
so he
had
stayed in the kennel, but moved
stayed in the
whole
kennel,
thing.
but like moved
They
it.
shifted the kennel. Yeah.
Yeah. And then had ripped up all of the carpet on the bottom like 2 steps.
Oh,
somehow.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a kennel, you think that's staying there. The
Yes.
dog and the kennel are staying there. It's like a trampoline.
So I don't know how he
Yeah.
did it. If he just started at one end and then just like bludgeoned his way and just like, and I don't know what inspired him to do that.
Right.
Yeah. It was like within the first month or 2 of him being over there. And I was like, oh, sorry, dude. But also, thank goodness.
Quick tangent on dogs. Time. Have you listened to the Shmores where Rachel talks about dogs yet?
I don't know.
We did like a Shmores about like, I don't get it, like things I don't really understand.
Oh,
It just got posted today. So
No, it was it was Monday.
screw me.
No, I'm pretty sure. I think I did. I don't know if I remember specifically
Anyway.
what it was talked about.
Rachel and Catherine grew up in like more in the country like you kind of are.
Yeah.
And they talked about like dogs are great when they're like outside dogs.
Yeah.
Do you resonate with that? Like
Yes. Oh yeah.
more than like their dogs sometimes came inside, but for the most part we're just roaming.
I don't get like inside dogs unless they're tried and true and like proven to be like an inside dog. Like
Yeah.
trying to get a dog that is not naturally like just well behaved inside just doesn't make sense to
like
me.
a coyote.
Yeah.
Scott had a dog growing up that looked like a coyote.
Yeah, Roxy had a little coyote. She was kind of foxy. Foxy Roxy. Yeah. She had little pointy ears, curly tail. I guess foxes not
Loved
curly
eating
tail.
baby raccoons. That was Roxy.
Yeah. Went outside at night, made some noises. All right, Jake, you got 2 end it off.
All right, I'm going to go. We've had similar ones to this, but I already have it written down. Number 3 on my list. My wife's not feeling good.
Okay.
You know, similar to the kid, just like, trust me,
Yeah.
I want to be there, but I'm going to be a good husband. I'm going to take care of her. She doesn't want me leaving.
Right.
And then my last pick.
It's awesome. It's awesome to combine those. My wife's not feeling well, so I need to be with the kids and help them out.
Yeah. Combo pack.
Because I need to
Double
serve her.
whammy.
Yeah.
So then the person on the other end of that is like, wow.
Wow. That
what
guy.
a guy.
That guy. Ooh, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
And then this one I just thought of. So going rogue a little bit. I have plenty of others on my list that I'm not saying.
I love it.
This is after the fact that you missed something. You say, "Oh, I thought it was next Friday." Oh my gosh, I had the date wrong,
I could have totally done it too.
dude. I was just sitting at home all night. I totally thought it was next week.
I was just sitting at home enjoying time to myself. Dang it.
But then it's the worst when that actually happens and you really
Like,
wanted to do
no, I
the thing.
promise. I promise. I forgot.
No, I think every 4th time you have to actually like want to do the thing and miss it. That way, like
Keep everyone honest. Yeah.
Like, oh, pickleball, dang it. Yeah, I wanted to do that one. Okay, so what do I write down for that? Just forgot.
Next Friday.
Next.
Thought it was next Friday.
Thought it was next Friday.
Brad with dates, basically.
Fair. All right, Scott.
I'm waffling between a few answers here.
You
But I think
waffler.
I'm going to go with got family in town.
Okay.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, my uncle from Colorado's here.
Yeah.
He just showed up. Driving
I don't
through.
know.
We had no idea he was
We
coming.
had no idea he was coming.
Apparently,
He
there's
just,
forest fires out in Colorado. I didn't know about it,
yeah,
but
he asked for dinner. I'd made lasagna. I don't know. Whatever.
whipped up some Zahn real quick.
Yeah, quick Zahn, and then they sent him on his way.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't make it.
Family in town. We kind of joked about that one time on the podcast of like, oh, yeah, I can't. My mom's in town. And knowing like full well, like my parents live in
They're
town.
permanently in town,
Yeah.
but it still works.
I can't do it. Yeah, my sister's in town.
Or yeah, the last 3 weeks. Sorry, my sister's over at my place. So
Right.
I can't.
Yeah, my sister's here. Staying. Yeah,
Oh
staying.
yeah,
with-
she's moved out, huh? All married off.
As far as I know.
Married
She's
her
in
off, you know?
Italy right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Buonanotte.
Fortunato.
Fortunato. Chocolate.com.
I had a guy, I wore green shorts to softball last week.
Sure you
and
did.
For whatever reason, the third baseman, every time I got up to bat, called me Luigi.
I'm sure they were like forest green, like pretty muted green shorts though, weren't they?
No, they're bright green. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
But I will say I popped out on one of my at-bats and I just went, yeah! And they loved it.
Have you seen all the memes of what's the NBA phenom Wembanyama? How do you say his name?
Victor
I think it's-
Wembanyama.
Okay. Everyone comparing him to Waluigi because how long his legs are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Like the weird cousin.
All right, family in town. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Big time.
This one, yeah, a lot of these are similar, but I don't think this one counts as being done yet. Tonight is our family night.
Family night.
Or like name any day of the week, whatever the day that is.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuesday's our family night.
we make it a point to stay home on Sunday nights. Sunday nights are family night.
It's our Sabbath.
I think that's good.
And Monday nights. Oh, and Tuesday nights. And
Scott used
just
that
any day.
religiously.
Most of my childhood.
Yeah.
Literally religiously.
Yeah.
Most of my childhood. I can't play second base. It's Sunday. Call Jake Triplett.
Call Jake Triplett. That's the first time we ever encountered Jake.
That's a good one, Timon.
All right.
you.
I will round this bad boy out. I'm going to go with just a simple one. This one happens all the time. My wife is busy. I can't because my wife's busy. Why are you looking at me like that? You have a wife? Well, you don't. So its wife is busy.
I don't know why I was looking at you that way.
Wife is busy. Huh?
Your wife does things?
I don't know why I looked at you that way.
Catherine's your wife, right?
I
Yeah.
was looking at him like I didn't understand.
No, but I mean, like just the other night, you hung out with Gunnar, Jake, and Catherine was out seeing the favorite movie of all time, Barbie, and so I was like, I can't hang out with Gunnar. Yeah, Scott saw it and also did not like it. So it was like, yeah, I literally it's kind of the same thing. Can't find a babysitter. Wife's busy. Can't do it. So
Nice.
All right, so that's our s'mores. We got Brad saying family emergency, COVID. I'm getting a procedure done tomorrow, and my wife's busy. Timon said church thing. My mom said I couldn't go. Appointment and family night. Scott said kids are sick. I got to work. Pets/dogs. And my family's in town.
Make sure you had swamped to work.
Work.
So swamped.
Is it in parentheses quotation mark swamped, or is it work?
I like quotation marks swamped.
Yeah, like specifically, I'm swamped.
Yeah.
I like that word a little bit.
It is funny
Swamped.
that we take this body of water and we've turned it into an adjective for being busy.
Yeah.
Swamped.
Just
I am just
envelops
lagooned
you.
right now, man. Yeah. What other? I honestly, I just can't afford it. Can't afford it in my schedule.
That's good.
I'm kind of hung up. Is it even an adjective or is it a verb? It's a verb that describes the
That would be a noun. Swamped? No, it's an adjective. I'm sorry.
Is it an adjective? Okay.
My tasks are just water falling on top of me. They're cascading.
Yes, very good. I can't think of any other ones. Jake said couldn't find a babysitter. Car trouble. Wife's not feeling well. Thought it was next Friday. So, any honorable mentions on there?
Sure. Just I'm not feeling good. Like I'm sick.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
that one.
My wife had plans I didn't know about. Like she made plans for us.
Ooh.
We're double booked.
That's a good one. I'm a big like non-committal guy because I genuinely don't know what our plans are, and so I'll be like, and I love using this line. This is like the most whatever, just dad thing ever. I'm like, my wife's the social chair of our family, so she knows the schedule.
Yikes! I didn't know you were saying that behind my back.
100%. Very very fratty of me.
Yeah, my wife had plans I didn't know about. I couldn't find a dog sitter. This one I said in the middle of a house project. Just like it's not one of the things you could start and stop.
I'm
I
knee deep.
used that last night for something. I did, and it was true.
Yeah.
I did,
And it
was
feels
true.
pretty good. Like the other ones are like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Sorry, I have too much of a servant heart to just help my family with
Right.
this house project.
And you just feel like a man. Like,
yeah.
I'm in the middle of reconstructing.
Yeah, it takes some strength to fill nail holes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nail holes.
And then I had two others that are also like happening like as you're missing it or later on. Just honest, just totally forgot. Just straight up did not remember.
Yeah.
Or I didn't see your text. Mm-hmm. Gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot. I didn't see your text. That's it.
I had food poisoning / stomach issues. No one ever questions that. Everyone's been there, and no one wants to get the stomach issues.
Yeah.
No.
And like they're not going to be like, well, what kind? It's like,
Where'd you get it from?
I don't want to tell you any of that. You don't want to
know.
hear. Went on a little bit of a limb here. Didn't think I was going to need to use it. Didn't. Donated blood earlier today. Just feel a little weak. I don't know. Hey, honestly,
Maybe if we had 6 people doing s'mores,
Yeah,
you
you
would have
got
to get
it.
there.
Settlers, like, yeah, I'll play Settlers if you come to me, but I'm just too weak to walk over there, Jake. I donated blood earlier today.
Just donated blood.
That's all. That's all I got.
That's funny.
I think all I had was forgot I already had plans.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
Kind of along Timon's approach. Just tell the truth and say you don't want to go.
Yeah.
Just to be honest.
I'm
Hey,
not interested.
I don't want to play. And that's it.
Nice. I forgot to ask again, like as a team. Forgot to ask if I could.
That's good.
And then the one last thing. This one you might like this. Sorry, I couldn't care less about your stupid thing. I'm going to Grande Boo. Nothing matters more.
New development. Scott was not going to Grande Boo, is now officially
Going to Grande.
a boo thing.
Yeah.
I'm booing it.
He had car trouble, so he's going to be able to make it to Grande Boo.
Exactly.
Yeah, signed up for a pickleball tournament in Utah is one of Scott's honorable mentions.
Yeah, that's one of my honorable mentions, and it totally fell through.
Heck
and
yeah.
I told the guy, I was like, hey, I'm not going to be heartbroken if we don't go to this tournament.
Yeah.
Because I got good backup plans.
Right. I know. You weren't able to come to Florida, so I'm glad that you're able to
I'm pretty
experience
pumped.
this with us.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's going to be awesome.
be fun. At your service.
That's right. Full service, baby.
Full serve.
Yeah, people are going to be pumped to meet you. You're going to sign some autographs.
Exactly.
Sign some babies, you think?
No.
No, just autographs.
Oh, yeah. Now that you said it, he's going to sign a baby. I guarantee you.
Bring your baby.
Bring your baby.
Yeah.
We won't charge extra, like, for babies.
No, 2 and under free.
BYBs.
If you can't find a sitter, just bring them.
Yeah, that's good.
No.
Maybe just like subconsciously we were doing this to like expel all Grande Boo excuses.
Yeah.
And you get here right now.
Yeah. So check everything you just heard off of your list. Those don't apply.
Find a new one.
Yeah. Find better ones.
I'm pumped you're going to be there, Scott.
Me too. I'm excited.
That is pretty fun.
A couple weeks away.
You want to
What
do
else
some
can we
wins?
talk about? Yes. My win was that Scott Peck is joining.
Oh, okay. Scott, think of a win. Timon, think of a win. I have 2 wins. One of them is just a simple one. I was at McLean's the other day doing some work, and whatever playlist, radio, Spotify thing they had going on was everything I loved. To the point where, like, I think I was singing along, like grooving. Like, I was like unashamedly just like loving, like Death Cab for Cutie, Leon Bridges, Iron and Wine, The Shins, like all these bands that like I was so into, in high school, college, and I hadn't listened to much since. And I was like, oh,
Which Death
Soul
Cab
Meets
song?
Soul Meets Body.
Oh. Best one in my
I
opinion.
do believe it's true that there are rocks left in both of our shoes. And if the silence takes you, then I hope it takes me to. Yeah, so good, dude.
No idea.
How does
So
it start
good.
again?
Does Weird Al have a
I
version?
want to live where soul meets. Yeah, so good. So that's my first one. And then second one, Hattie came inside. This is the most homeschool, like sweet, innocent sentence ever. Came inside the other day from harvesting the green beans out in the backyard. Just had a handful of beautiful green beans.
Does she have a bonnet on?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, sometimes she wears it to be funny.
Really?
Yeah, she has like a bonnet that used to be like Catherine's from some like play that she did as a kid.
Yeah, I
And
love
she-
the image of Hattie in a bonnet and Bo in like his full cowboy apparel, just roaming around in the backyard.
Harvesting beans.
Harvesting beans. Hattie wore a bonnet. I think I said this on the podcast a while back in Texas, but she like was playing with her cousin, like they were make believe playing house, and she's like, we decided to move out here so we could have more land at by our house. And I was like, golly, who are you? So anyway, comes in. Also, the other day, I got home pretty early in the morning from working out or whatever, and no one else was awake yet. And yeah, just feeling swole. I get out in my car. I'm like, hey, Hattie. She like walks out, and I was like, is mom awake? And she's like, no one's awake yet. I was just coming out to pick some tomatoes. I was like, golly, you are, like,
That is amazing.
she's like, I guess no one else is awake. I'm gonna just tend to the land.
Wow.
Anyway, that's not the win of the week. The win of the week is she brings in all these green beans in her hand, and she's like, I have so many green beans. And I was like, yeah, I bet you have like 21 right there. Let's count them. 21 exactly.
Rain Man.
Wow.
It was one of those like small wins that felt so good to be like, I think you have 21 beans.
Wow.
And I kind of have this skill because I think often that would happen to me with my, like when I was doing woodworking, I would have screws in my hand and I'm like, I need 12 screws. I'm like, that looks like 11 screws. I don't know what it
grab
is.
one more.
There's something about it.
How many cough drops are in that bag?
There's only 32 left.
Wow, even though you can't really see in there.
I know. I'll be honest. I cheated a little bit. It said 40 on the bag. So
Yeah, I bet you're off by 2.
Well,
Yeah.
he's
I bet I've had 6.
He's had 2 so far.
yeah, I didn't know when you
He's
started them.
3, 4, 5. How many? Whoa.
They say to take 2 every 2 hours.
Minimum. All right. Anybody? Timon, you go next.
Yeah.
Seniority.
Random thing. I was at like a grocery store. Well, it's like a market / just a Starbucks. I was working on stuff, and I was like, it was like around dinner time. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go find something random in the store for dinner instead of like going to like a restaurant. And I got a little thing of sushi. And I ate just like the California rolls. I love sushi. Ate the whole thing. It's like, this was fun.
Nice.
Because otherwise it's like always just a big deal. It's like, oh, our whole
Yeah.
family get like a little thing. Everyone has like a bite.
Right.
So it was like
You got your own sushi.
independent.
Nice. Look at you,
I've always wanted to go to one of those sushi restaurants where it just like,
dude. Let's go. There's one down the street from your work.
okay, please.
I'll go
It's
right
like-
now.
Like it circles around on a train or something.
Timon and I will do the rest of it if you guys want to go.
They circle around on a train and they have different different colors of plates, and that means different prices. So like some of them are $1, some of them are $2, some are $3.
So,
So you just stack up your plates, and at the end of the time, they just collect the colors.
okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it. I can throw down some sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sushi's one of those things that the people that don't like it, it's because you haven't tried it yet.
Yes.
I was very anti-sushi for a long time. And then
There
I was
is-
like, this is sushi? Oh, I like this.
There's sushi that doesn't taste super fishy.
That's the kind I like.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
And I tried to tell Sam that, and she will not come anywhere near sushi.
Isaac has not tried sushi yet. I just know once he tries it, he will be a sushi
amazing.
guy. Isaac just seems like that kind of guy.
As a picky eater, people love telling me that I would love sushi, and they love telling me how much I would enjoy it and how good it tastes. So I'm like, all right, like let's see what you got. And they're like, all right, well, you should probably start with a California roll. That's what everyone starts with. I'm like, okay, yeah, like what's in
So
it?
good.
And they're like, well, it's seaweed, cucumber, and imitation crab meat. I'm like, all right,
Is it crab meat?
well, that's not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
You know, I
don't
didn't
think
love pepperoni, so.
You'd like, yeah. Do you like shrimp?
Shrimp's okay. My first time ever having shrimp was in Las Vegas. I thought it was ketchup next to it, so I just doused it in whatever that shrimp sauce was.
Tail sauce?
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're a salmon guy, though, right?
salmon's great,
Yeah.
There's some good salmon rolls out
but
there.
sushi tastes not as good to me. Also, it's not guacamole; it's wasabi.
Yep. That'll get you.
Yeah,
That'll clear the sinuses.
That'll get you real good.
yeah, they look very similar.
Oh, wow. They really skimped on the guacamole over there.
Take a whole chip.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not sure where you get a chip at a sushi restaurant, but
Bring your own.
yeah, BYOC.
Fun.
Is that all the wins?
My win is Friday Pickleball.
Oh, sure.
there you go.
It's honestly one of the most exciting things in my life right now.
I bet.
Like it is why I know Jake and Isaac and I have talked about this a bunch, but it's wild to see like where we're at just a few weeks into
Right.
this.
Yeah.
And it's so fun because it's like I've always wanted to do something in the pickleball space, and it's like here we are.
Yeah.
We're going.
Right. I bet it's fun for Jake and Isaac. I bet it's like crazy fun for you as the pickleball enthusiast, as somebody who's already probably seen some pickleball content out there.
Yeah.
It's like, but nothing's like this, and I'm part of it. Yeah.
I mean, I'll say never in my wildest dreams would I think that like we have a video right now that has over 1 million views on
Yeah.
Instagram.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I think it's so cool too is that I'm not in that video either. You know,
Maybe
like
maybe that's why.
you don't think that's enough sample size to just kind of not do it anymore, do you? But yeah,
But it's
Scott,
been-
Isaac, and Sam.
It's been so
is
fun to write and film and collaborate and like
Yeah.
all these type of things and
Reflect a little more. Like I know you said one time, I think the first time that you filmed, you like texted me, you're like, I have a lot more respect for you and Jake now, or something
yeah,
like that.
I'll gas both of you guys up. like writing is more difficult than you think it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably a bunch of stuff on the Google Doc that Jake and Isaac are scratching their heads that I wrote, and they're like,
It's funny. We have this video idea. It's so Scott just wrote like basically like a Wikipedia article about everything he knows about the topic.
Okay.
And I think I'm just going to go in and just try to like come up with jokes from it.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's not a bad system.
Yeah, some of it has jokes, and then there's other pieces where I'm like, yeah, we'd have to finesse this a little bit. And but sure. I really do think like I'll hop on the Google Doc and see stuff Jake's written and just start laughing out loud.
Yeah.
And then like acting too is like I haven't done that since we recorded videos in middle school.
And we're even. I don't know what that. I don't know that's acting.
But no, yeah, like I said, I texted Brad the very first night we went to Elite and filmed. I was like, I have a big time respect for you guys. But yeah, it's been really fun to see that side of the process and the filming and the camera work. And then, I think you guys talked about it on the podcast when we watched Jake edit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like in my chair, just like
blown away.
I mean, I think Jake started off too, like really slow. I think he was using his mouse. And then all of a sudden he's just like,
yeah, it's like a symphony.
Things are just happening on the screen, like clips are moving places, and I'm like, dude, this is so cool.
Dude, what's that song? It's like dun 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 dun. You guys know?
300 violin orchestra.
Yeah, it kind of starts off kind of so like I can imagine Jake being like, dun, 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 dun.
What's he doing? He's peeing under the table. Wow.
Things on the screen are somehow racing past me. It's become 3D.
Yeah, you see like algorithm like stuff on the screen, whatever. Just like getting so into it.
I think all of it encapsulated. It's also been really cool to talk to brands too. Like I've been able to join on some of the calls and conversations with brands that are interested in working with us. And
it's crazy. Like I didn't talk to anyone who worked for a company for years doing stuff like this. And this week alone, we will talk to 3 different CEOs of paddle companies.
Yeah.
It's like, this is how did we just started. We posted 10 times. Are you guys sure?
Yeah.
Are you want to like wait and see a little bit?
Yeah.
It is crazy though. Like almost all the social media content in pickleball is instructional. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just proof concept that what we're doing, comedy is innovative.
Yeah.
And the interest has been crazy. But I'm the whole thing has been so fun.
Yeah.
Like it truly has been wild.
About once every 2 days, Scott will send a text that says, "Can I just say, this is crazy?" And I'm right there with him. I'm like, dude, it is. This is crazy.
I sent one, I think, 2 days ago.
Does not surprise me at all.
Yeah. Like this is wild.
Scott's such a verbal processor like that. Like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
Brad, you're sweating so much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Dude, I texted you this yesterday. Yesterday was so hot. And you and Isaac, we talked about this.
Yeah.
And it was just wet outside. And I played pickleball for 2 hours in the evening, and I felt like Brad. Like... It was nuts.
Welcome, brother.
Yeah. We were all playing out, and the way I quit, like the analogy I gave, it's like when dogs get out of water and they're kind of running around and there's just like stuff flying everywhere.
Yeah.
That was the 4 of us playing pickleball. There's just like
when you run and stop, sweat comes off from the front of you, and when you go backwards.
Like I jumped the corner for a ball, and when I landed, this is gross, like literally sweat shot out of my shoe. Because I had puddles in my shoe. Yeah. It was nuts.
Yeah, like the spongy shoe kind of thing.
Yeah. I was like,
dude, that's wild because I was outside like all day yesterday. And I thought to myself so many different times, like all things considered for August 1st, it's a pretty nice day out here. But maybe by the, nighttime it gets more humid.
I stepped out of the office and I texted the guys I was about to play with. I said, it is moist outside.
Sticky, icky.
Yeah. Yeah, Friday pickleball. That's my win.
That's great.
There's so much more fun stuff still to come. Yeah. I know it. Like even in our near future, there's a lot of fun things that are, I think, gonna come our way.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about it.
It's really exciting.
Give me some previews. You guys shot any that you haven't put out there yet?
I think we got 3 in the hopper. I think Rachel's gonna be in a couple videos soon. We got one about it's like I think Rachel's going to visit a therapist because she thinks her husband's cheating on her. But it's because she doesn't understand like pickleball lingo. Just
Okay.
he's always talking about dinking with some other woman.
Gotcha.
And I don't know what the big deal is. He's only a 3.5. What does that mean?
Right. Yeah.
So you can imagine.
Love it.
And then from there, just a lot of partnerships already. I think, getting Jack Reed involved,
Yep.
the same guy that represents, David Dobrik and Trey Kennedy is also like, hey, I want to help Friday Pickleball. It's like,
That's
sweet.
awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay. I'll say yes to that. That's
yeah,
awesome.
and then PPA's coming to Kansas City in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And Jake's already secured us media passes for the week.
Nice.
So I think there's going to be some fun, hopefully collaborations there. There's
Fun media.
Yeah, we're going to be. I'm either participating or helping with some camps that pros are leading that week, and so I'm hoping to film, maybe do some content with some pros or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Brevin Harrison, get us some Friday Pickleball shirts, just kind of wear around the tournament.
Fun.
I'll be wearing Friday Pickleball stuff every time I play. Like,
Absolutely.
for sure. Any tournament,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to be donning Friday Pickleball
Decked
gear.
out.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
we have a beautiful logo designed by Isaac McDonald.
That is a good logo.
Yeah.
Fun.
The inspiration for the colors, I was kind of like, hey, this is Isaac, you're going to care more about this. You're better at this than I am. You can just do it. But then I was like, I think we got really, like, we all really like cream.
Yeah.
Cream's a good color. And I was like, okay, this is so random. But I have a vision. Does anyone know the logo for like Nitro Pepsi from real cane sugar? And I think that's what it was, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And that's like what Friday Pickleball is like modeled after.
It was like it was Pepsi Real Sugar, I think.
Cane sugar Pepsi. Yeah, I think is the logo. So that's what we. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Real sugar.
Pepsi
Yeah,
Cola
real
made with
sugar.
real sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's vanilla Pepsi. There it is. Vanilla Pepsi with real sugar. It's nice.
Nice.
This is a little Easter egg for you.
There you go. We did it.
So when they filmed the Netflix documentary about us,
That's right.
they know how the logo came to be.
Anyway, like we were saying, Main Street Roasters is the best place to get coffee.
I think so.
They're a family-owned coffee shop in Indiana. They're just family-oriented.
Fair.
Gonna have a Mitch McConnell moment.
That was wild.
Mitch, do you have anything else you want to say? Yeah, we roast all our coffee in-house, small batch quantities to ensure their customers get the freshest and most flavorful cup around. Like I was saying, they're family-oriented.
Oh,
There he goes again.
froze. Jake, do you have anything else you want to say about Main Street?
Oh, sorry.
Roasters?
Yes, your MainStreetRoasters.com.
Yes.
Promo code is GRKC for 10% off.
10%. That'll save you some cash. That'll save you some old green like guacamole.
That'll save you some wasabi.
That'll get you some wasabi.
Yeah, they're great. I think someone else posted in the Facebook group just this week that they said something like went to visit the motherland.
Yeah.
And they were up in Napanee, Indiana, visited Main Street. So get yourself some things that taste good, smell good, drink good.
They're coming to Grande Butu.
They're booing.
Roasters. Roasters are coming.
That's
Six
awesome.
of them. 6 of them from Napanee.
Wow.
Making the pilgrimage to the old KC to see Scott. They said Scott specifically. If Scott's going to be there, I'm in.
We'll be there.
If not, I send it back.
Send it back.
I want to talk about Worlds of Fun.
Go nuts.
I probably got to roll. This might be a good stopping point.
I want Scott to leave, and then I want to talk about Worlds of Fun.
Actually, no, I do. I want to hear about Worlds of Fun.
Okay,
Then
I don't
I'll
have
go.
that much to say about
Okay,
it, honestly.
then I'll go.
I guess highlights, walked 8.2 miles. A lot of miles on the old gams. It was a great time. And more than me walking 8.2 miles, my 6-year-old daughter walked 8.2 miles and did
That's
not.
a lot of steps.
A lot of steps. I had like 17,000, and she's got tiny feet.
Oh yeah, double that.
You think
at
she?
least.
Yeah, you think she went for a full 34,000 steps?
Is it really that much walking? In a
I
day of
also
amusement?
don't. I don't think the steps are ever accurate.
I will say in a golf cart. Yeah, they
Serious
get it.
inflation.
Yeah, they think because I think you're traveling slow enough to where it thinks you could be walking, and the bounces in the golf cart.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it'll really inflate the numbers.
Yeah, I'll look
okay.
at my move numbers after a round of golf in a cart, and I'm like, there's no way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a spread out enough amusement park, and we hit all the corners of it. It was fun. I went with my sisters and their kids, and then my mom and dad, and then Hattie. And I told
fun.
Hattie 3 days beforehand, and she was so pumped to go. Like, she could not wait. She'd never been to an amusement park before. She'd been to county fairs and seen Texas State Fair, like stuff like that. But she was like, "This is so much cooler than those places. This is the best place I've ever been." Like so many times the other day. This is the most fun day ever. And I mean, it was awesome. The highlights for me, I think we talked about it a little bit on Monday, but Hattie said she rode 2 roller coasters at Camp Snoopy. You remember Snoopy?
Yeah.
Yeah. She rode at Camp Snoopy and she did all right there. But like I had talked to her all about Worlds of Fun beforehand, and I had shown her literally on the website every single ride. And the one that she thought sounded really fun was Viking Voyager, which is the log ride. I mean, it's classic log ride kind of thing that most amusement parks have. And throughout the entire day, she kept being like, "Oh, I really want to go to Viking Voyager." And we just never were in the right part of the park to go. So finally we went like mid-afternoon. And the Viking Voyager has a decent drop at the very end. Like enough to where it says like high thrill on the sign beforehand. And decent drop. I mean, it's one that even takes your picture because you're dropping down, and all this stuff. And I battled internally of like, do I tell her about this?
Yeah.
Or do I not? Because like throughout the day, she had ridden some rides. Like the very first ride she rode was like one that went in a circle just really fast. Like, and it went fast. Like she looked a little nervous, but she got off. She's like, that was so much fun. And so I was like, do I instill this fear in her? Like, do I teach her like, hey, you should be scared of this, be a little bit cautious? Or do I just let it go and just, deal with it later if she's traumatized for the rest of her life? And I erred on the side of we're just going to have fun with this and see what happens.
Yeah.
And, so it's me, Hattie, and Cole, my nephew, my 10-year-old nephew, in this little Viking Voyager log. And we're like, all right, we're going to be Vikings. What's your Viking name? She's like, I want to be Harriet the Viking. And so she wanted to be in the very front because she wanted to get the most wet. I was like, you're so fun. And she's such a cautious girl normally. So like, yeah, she was just having so much fun. And then I just know like, here comes the big hill and we're going up it. And I just like, all right, hold on, Vikings, we're going down a big hill. And she's the one in the front. So obviously she goes first and like sees it. And we get to the bottom and we're getting all wet and everything. She's like, that was a little bit scarier than I thought it was going to be. And I was just like, yeah, you did it. And I think as a dad, like there's as far as like accomplishments or feelings as a dad, there's nothing more exciting than like when your kid is when they're apprehensive to do something or they don't believe in themselves and then they do it and they overcome it and they're like, I loved that. Like that is such a accomplishment. You know what I mean? Like, and so often I feel like Hattie is like, I can't play basketball. I'm not good at it, or I can't do this because I'm not good at it. And then when she does and she does it well and you celebrate her and she loves it, it was just a great time. So, Viking Voyager was my highlight. She didn't want to go back on it, but she also thought it was really fun.
That's enough.
And then I have I think she's 7 or 8. My niece, the whole day was like, she was very apprehensive of any like adult roller coasters, like was tall enough to do them. But then out of nowhere was just like, I want to go ride the Mamba.
Well,
which
wow.
The Mamba at Worlds of Fun is the tallest, fastest roller coaster they have. I mean, it's
So good.
300 plus feet in the air.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
You had 8 brothers and sisters, or 12 brothers? 8. 12 sounds better. But my sister went through the same like dilemma of like, do I warn her like this is a scary one? Maybe you should do a different one first, or do I just say like, okay, let's do it? And she said she decided to just say, okay, let's do it. And Hope was scared a few times, but overcame her fear. Ended up riding it a few more times after that. But it's just crazy. That was like literally her first adult roller coaster ever was the Mamba.
That's a good way to start.
I love the Mamba so much.
I know, dude.
It's so good.
I wrote it yesterday with my dad, and it was so much fun. Like it's so awesome. So
I think my first roller coaster when I was a kid, I was terrified of roller coasters when I was like probably until I got to double digits in age.
I was a pansy too. I remember crying at Worlds of Fun because I was too tall to ride the worm roller coaster, like the kids' roller coaster. Like, hey kid, you're 13 years old. You can't do that.
It's time
anymore.
to grow up.
Yeah. Because I was the only one I wasn't scared of.
My first roller coaster that I ever rode was on top of the Stratosphere at Las Vegas.
dude, once you ride that,
which is it's like the detonator at Worlds of Fun, where it's just the one where you're sitting and it just shoots you straight up in the air and then drops. And it was my first one ever. I didn't really know like protocol, and I was too terrified, I think, to pay attention to the instructions when they said like, okay, when you get in your seat, like stick your head back against the seat. And I didn't listen to that. And so as soon as they launch,
Whipped you.
My head just goes right into
forward.
Yeah, right into the cushion. And so the picture that they take when you launch is literally just me like this.
I remember that picture. And you had you had a foreign exchange student with you or something?
Yeah, it was Azusa.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a Japanese foreign exchange student at the time.
I took a pill in Azusa.
But yeah, the freeze frame of my first roller coaster experience is my head smacking the pad in front of me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a few other things. I mean, yeah, Hattie just had the best time. It was such a sweet moment between, I don't know, it was just fun. Like, she even said, like, this was the best day ever, but it wouldn't have been the best day ever if you weren't there with me, Dad. And I was like,
Wow.
do you just know how to, like,
Is someone
melt my
feeding
heart?
you these lines?
Like,
Yeah.
are you watching too much? Like, Little House on the Prairie saying at the end of this episode, say something like that to your dad. Like, what's happening here? No, it was just a sweet time. And the other thing is just kind of a random thing. I don't know if this is a thing that I don't know. Timon, you're Gen Z, you're cool, you're a high schooler. 5 different times, I think, throughout the day, I encountered this like trend of these kids like sitting on a bench or something with their hand like this, just looking like they wanted to play rock, paper, scissors. And I play with them every single time. So like it would just be like, if you're a stranger and you just walk, like, so I walk past them and I get
TikTok challenge?
I don't know. You ever heard about this time?
No.
I loved it. I was like, there were times where I'd lose. I'd be like, best of 3 as I'm like walking away, like rock, paper, scissors, shoot, doing it again. Yeah, like multiple times throughout the day, like these kids would just be standing there like, or sitting there like this with their, palm open and then one like closed fist. And like, I'd never heard of it before.
That's fun. I
really
wanna start doing
enjoyed
that.
it.
I wanna
And then
start.
I would do it to somebody and then I'd turn around and there's another guy like he sees me doing it to them and so he's holding it out his hand. I'm
getting
like,
in line.
okay, yeah, let's do it again.
Brad, maybe you accidentally started this.
Yeah, maybe I'm actually like just showing somebody something with my hands and they're like, oh, he's doing
It sounds like an episode of Seinfeld. Yeah, you don't realize there was like something like something on your shirt or your back that said like "Play me in rock paper scissors."
Yeah.
Like, everyone would just come up to me and like initiate a game.
Is this some trend?
Some trend, some TikTok trend, I guess.
Timon, you should have gone along with it and be like, yeah, totally, dude. Like, yeah,
Dude,
people do it.
look up
Dude,
on TikTok.
everyone's doing it.
Yeah, search the hashtag rock paper stranger, and like, dude, it's like so big.
I think that is it. Yeah.
That did happen to me last summer while I was driving. Actually, I was at a stoplight and some teenagers pulled up to me and they're like,
Hey, let's play rock, paper, scissors.
like, okay.
Got a pretty raspy voice for a
What
teenager.
teenager
but okay.
sounds like
Yeah,
that?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hey, kid.
He vaped a lot.
Yo, bro. Play rock, paper, scissors.
I won and then sped off.
Nice.
I won a lot more with scissors than any other utensil, FYI.
Utensil.
Weapon? I don't know.
Utensil of rock. Utensil paper.
hey.
Rachel registered for brand new paper. I don't think we need it, but
Utensil. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Anyway, thanks for coming, Scotty.
Guys, thanks for having me. This was fun.
it's back.
It's good. Good to be back.
It's great to be back. It's great that you're going to be at Rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous at Rendezvous.
Rendezvous. Talk about the premium lighting in this
It's nice,
place,
huh?
too. Yeah.
Premium lighting.
I don't know if you guys talked about that yet.
No,
or
we
not.
haven't.
We will though. Hey,
Peter.
see you in like an hour for a phone call
Yeah.
if you can make it seated.
Just crawl out.
Let's see if I can get this out.
We got to reset the cameras anyway, right?
Yeah.
So we can pause.
Well, keep it on for Scott crawling out.
Let me get on the edge of my seat again.
Fortunato. Here, Scott, I'll just move.
Oh, you're down there. Oh, you're
he's
removed.
getting
Get right in the front of that camera right now and just say, thanks for watching.
Hey, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Come to Rendezvous.
Friday Pickleball.
Friday Pickleball. All right.
See you, buddy.
See you.
See ya.
dude.
Scott's, what's it called? Guest appearance? What's a fun word for that?
Guest spot.
Scott's
Legs.
cameo was brought to you by Nimi.
That's right. Scott's got good skin.
Great skin.
They wanted to sponsor it.
And yes, if you guys don't know, Nimi is a high quality, effective skincare that's backed by decades of research.
That's good enough for me.
I do all right with that. Nimi is a high quality company. Faith, family, freedom is what they value.
3 core values.
So spend your money on companies that you believe in. I think,
That's a great just line in general.
yeah.
Spend your money on companies you believe in.
And a lot of people don't realize that some of the companies they believe they think they like aren't believing in the same thing they are. I think Nimi would faith, family, freedom. I like all those things.
Decades of research.
Also,
I believe in you.
I believe in you. Yeah, I think last week or Monday we kind of talked about their 3-step anti-aging.
Yeah, we might have mentioned that.
Who could forget? This time we're going to talk about the bundle of Hydrate and Protect Ultimate Bundle.
Yeah.
It's a simple daily routine to cleanse, moisturize, protect the skin. Those are the 3 things you need right there. Cleanse, moisturize, protect. Cleanse and moisturize the face, touch up with eye cream, and finish off with SPF protection for your most radiant glow yet.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody said whenever Timon took off his braces, he had a glow up. And he's like, thanks, I got my braces off. They're like, no, there's something else. He's like, oh, I also started using Nimi. That's what it is right there. Glow up.
You don't think it's the eye cream with SPF protection?
I would say so.
Yeah, it is. You'll see him at Grande Boo.
Yeah, heck yeah, you will.
We don't even need a spotlight. We're going to use Timon's face. He glows so much. That'll illuminate us while we're performing.
Yes. No, but really, I mean, it is like, we can say it enough, but you just got to try it for yourself. This is high quality skincare. I mean, it's cutting edge research, Earth's natural goodness to help you look and feel your best. I mean, anti-aging, hydrate, protect, whatever you need.
It's all research backed, proven ingredients. Just check it out for yourself. Get some. You're not going to regret it. You actually get 10% off by going to NimiSkincare.com and use promo code Ghostrunners.
How do you spell Nimi again?
NIMI.
NimiSkincare.com, promo code Ghostrunners. All right. Thanks, Nimi. Check 'em out.
Thanks, Nimi. Brad, do you have a comment of the week?
Yes, I do, Jacob. Mine is coming from Graham Dodd, who
Great guy.
for a long time, it was kind of like an inside joke. I was like, oh, Graham Dodd, I don't like that guy.
Yeah.
On the pod. I mean, long time, first 30 episodes or so. Is still a constant listener of ours. Just shout out to Graham.
Very loyal.
Would love for you to come to Grand Debut. We could call it Graham Debut. He said next time a consequence is needed, it needs to be to join a rec soccer team for a whole season.
Ooh.
That'd be pretty fun. We might respect soccer a little bit more, or we might just disrespect it even more and be like, this is easier than I even thought it was going to be.
I'm open to respecting soccer.
Are you?
Also, I feel pretty good about what I said. I think, I am going to be a liability on offense, but I can still play half the sport just fine.
Do you think like, do you have the thoughts of like, I could be a really good goalie? Like, I think everybody kind of thinks to themselves, and as far as rec league soccer goes, like, oh, I could be a goalie.
I would not get excited to play goalie. I'd rather be out there.
Yeah.
I'd rather sometimes embarrass myself.
But do you think you'd be good at goalie?
I don't know. Perhaps.
I think you'd be good
It seems
at
like
goalie.
it takes less skill than like being like a forward in soccer would
That's
take.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if you have somewhat like just
Instincts, coordination.
right, you'd be just
Kicking.
fine. Yeah.
I would be a good kicker.
I would
Goalie kicker.
Sometimes as a goalie, you get the ball and you like punt it like halfway down the field.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be bad at that.
I would solely be the rollout guy. I'd get it and I'd roll out.
I think I would like to really hype up my kick before it happens. Like, keep going, scoot back. Scoot back. And then if I duff it, then it's like, oh, well, he meant to do that. It was part of it.
Yeah,
Or if I
or
do
like-
launch it, and it's like, see, I told you guys.
Or you're so far back there, it's going to seem like it was short, but I hit it really far. So,
Anyway,
thanks to Graham.
Fun consequence.
Fun to think about Jake and or Brad playing rec league soccer.
Just joining as a free agent, too. You don't know any of the
Oh
guys
my
on the team.
gosh. Well, that's how your cousin was. Steve was a free agent for baseball with us. If you want to call him a free agent, like we
I
didn't
see.
know him. He was just like, yeah, let's just add one more guy to our team. And it was just like that takes so much guts as a kid.
Dang.
And
Yeah.
it turned out to be life-changing for all of us.
My comment of the week is from Jennifer Vorpal. Vorpal?
Yeah, Vorpales.
Vorpal.
Yeah.
She said, if another event similar to Grande Boo is ever held in the future, it should be called Deja Boo.
Yeah.
That's good, Jennifer.
I almost said that as my comment of the week as well, because that is really funny.
That's a really good comment.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jen.
Deja Boo. Next year, August 18th.
Deja Boo.
I feel like you guys already mentioned that.
One last thing I just want to mention is that some like intelligence officer from our government under oath said that aliens like existed, and like we've picked up remains of non-human things on Earth. Are we supposed to care about this? What are your thoughts? Do you care about any of this stuff?
I think I should. I think you should. I think. Well, yeah, off the dome here. What are they going to do to us?
I feel like show me. Once you bring one to me.
Oh, so you're a little bit doubting that the guy's telling the truth.
I don't know. It's hard to take it that seriously.
I mean,
I
when
know
has
it's
the
under
government
oath.
ever lied to us?
And when has someone ever lied under oath?
Never.
Never.
OJ didn't do it.
Nuh-uh.
Nope.
No, she was She had it
was
coming.
her son.
It was that guy in the back, whatever.
I will say it wasn't the government.
Oh.
It wasn't a government official.
Who was it?
It was just a guy.
Oh, just a guy
that had
Oh,
worked.
you're really convincing me, Tyler.
I'm just saying like the government never lies, but it's as in like
So this is
government always lies, but it's not like a government guy.
Oh.
Do you know his
As
credentials?
far as I know, but I honestly don't know that much either.
This says 3 former United States government officials presented testimonies in front of Congress.
I see.
So at one point in time, they worked for the government.
I see.
But now they woke up.
Faith, family, freedom.
It just feels like, I don't know, people are going to have a hard time really getting behind this until we start seeing ships flying around, seeing the aliens.
But haven't we?
Touching
Kinda.
them.
Yeah.
I haven't. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying like with your own 2 eyes.
I need to start seeing them.
Dude, that's a fair point about like the internet these days. You always have a shred of like, is this even real?
Yeah.
It's only going to get
Especially-
worse.
Yeah, with AI now.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, it's real.
Hey, you know what letters you need to spell alien?
ALIEN.
All 5 of those. Yep.
Pretty sure.
Brad, quick pop quiz. How do you spell alien? You got it. Okay. I'll tell you if you're wrong.
Dang, yeah.
Bingo. Anyway, just didn't know. Want to get everyone's thoughts. Do we need to be worried about this? Do I need to get the bunker going? Show me one.
I think if anything, like they call it intelligent life. How intelligent are we talking though?
Yeah, like single cell organism.
Like, do they talk to each other? You think?
Stuff like that.
Do you think?
Do they have reproductive organs?
Well,
How do they look?
I don't know how intelligent you have to be to have those. I'm just talking about like could they take over our Earth if they wanted
Yeah.
to?
Do
I
they
don't
like
know.
music?
That's the thing. Like, I think they're intelligent, but they're intelligent in the definition, but they are stupid as heck. Like, if an alien came into this house right now, I could easily lure them into one room and trap them in that room. That's how stupid I think they're. I think
How would you lure them?
I would throw a ball into that room. They'd be like, "What's going on in that room? There's something over there," and they wouldn't even think to themselves, "There could be somebody behind me." There's only one direction they have. They go to it. I shut the door, and then I just wait till it dies in there, and then we do research.
Then we start
we
going
get-
to work.
Then we get government officials in here, or maybe we don't.
No.
Maybe we don't. Maybe
The
we
Ghostrunners,
we
we're the ones who break this.
we find our own like scientist that we know. That's like
No,
been out of the game.
Just us.
Just us.
Just us. I want to dig the goop myself.
Yeah.
No, you don't, dude. You don't.
I think us 3 could
invite
do
me.
it.
Trust me, I've gooped before. You don't want to goop,
Well, yeah, the chicken goop incident back in the day.
dude. Yeah, you do not want to get those things in a trash bag.
I don't know how I would harvest an alien, but I don't know if I want many other people touching it. I'd say, hey, in this TV show, this is my crime scene. All right,
I'll be
we need the
100. I
FBI.
would never touch an alien. I would never touch an alien.
It'd be hard to
I
know
would
if they're
never
dead for
touch
sure.
an- No way. Yeah, exactly. Or if it's like, yeah, 100%.
Are you asleep? Do you sleep in your culture? Are you dead in your culture? Sorry, am I saying that right? Am I being offensive in your culture?
Yeah. Are you? Can you be offended? Are you that smart? I'm looking at this corner room right now. I'm imagining an alien there. 100%, I could lure that thing in there.
What are you imagining it to do? Is it up on 2 feet?
Yeah, it's
The
2
Homo
feet.
sapiens?
It's
Is it like
2
a-
feet and it kind of waddles. It's kind of like it's got a big old head, small body.
I'm imagining 4-legged, but really bow-legged. Like
I'm
can't get up
thinking-
to a top speed.
4-legged.
I'm thinking a little taller than the average human. And like
Oh, I'm thinking like
Typical-
2.5 feet.
typical gray alien, like what you see like
Ooh.
in like lore movies. Stuff
Okay,
like that.
I went green head, and he's got a
thinking-
blue.
I'm thinking
He's got
gray.
regular clothes on though. He's got like, well, it's not regular clothes. It's like a mechanic outfit. Like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a jumpsuit, like a
Like
blue.
Men in Black trying to fit in.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's where I'm like subconsciously think. I've never even seen Men in Black, but like he's just coming in here with this. He's probably got like a name tag on that says rowback.com.
Walter.
Yeah, here he comes. He heard that thing in there, so he's gonna go check it out. Shut the door.
It'd be fun to get our hands on one because I'm with you. I think the intelligent life could be really dumb.
Yeah.
But what if there's like a level of like autism to it? It's like, yeah, they can't do most things, apt as well as we, but there's like certain areas where they are wizards.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to figure that out. Like, yeah, aliens, yeah, you can lock them in a room easily. But they, like something about, like they can hit a baseball so far.
See, I wouldn't know if I would want to figure that out though, because then I'm giving him a baseball bat.
Swing away, Meryl.
Nice.
I
Something like that. Just do a bunch of tests and just see like, hey, do they know how a Rubik's Cube works?
or see if they can be taught, and then all of a sudden you got your
Teach
own
them how to fish.
army. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I also like locking them in a room and harvesting their organs.
I would never like. I'm scared enough of
Deer.
animals. I would never touch an alien.
I'm thinking like if
I would use a
if you
stick.
saw a 2.5 foot alien out there, I feel like even if it's stupid, you'd be scared.
It would be
It
scary.
would be terrifying. That's why I'm throwing a ball in there and letting
But
them.
I'm thinking you wouldn't even think straight enough, like in that moment, to do that. Like anyone.
No, I would.
Okay.
I'm a dad now. I rise to the occasion
Okay.
for my
Nice.
kids.
Nice.
You know
You
what would be
guys are my kids
scary
here.
is, you throw the ball in there, you successfully trap him in the room. All right, it's been a day or so. We haven't heard anything, but that first peek into the room, that would be scary.
I'm getting the heebie-jeebies just thinking about opening that door, dude. Or you open it up, windows open, and
Yes.
it's gone.
Oh,
dude.
man.
Ooh.
You turn around, he's right behind you.
Oh boy.
He was playing
Can
dumb.
we write a movie?
I do.
Wow.
I have
we
the
just
trail.
did.
I have the trail camera. We slipped that under the door. We saw the bottom of the door a little bit.
It's like
Slide
on
it
the
under.
Sandlot, like the Beast. Like you slide the trail camera under, and then it just gets slid back under, like completely demolished.
Oh my gosh! It's got the goop on it.
This would be so fun to like do a short film. You guys like play in it, like have like Bo dressed up in an alien costume.
He's about the right height for it,
Dude,
Shot on iPhones,
do this.
Yeah.
featuring Graydon.
Ooh, yeah. He's an actor.
He
Shorter.
does it
You can
all,
do it, you
man.
can do
I
it.
tell you what.
I've got his number.
Yeah, call him up.
Anyway, that was it. Just want to quick talk aliens.
I'm glad we did. That was fun to think about and kind of got me a little bit creeped out there at the end there.
Hey.
Opening those doors and he's right behind you.
I want to leave everyone with something for them to do their own homework with. I didn't know about this until yesterday.
Okay.
Stu Polson, DJ,
Yeah.
Stu. He said, dude, I just found out about this. Nate from The Office,
Nate from The Office.
10 years ago, 13 years ago, I think, he had this whole shtick, so no one knew he was an actor. He's an unknown actor. I think he did it to try and bolster his career. So he would claim to be a yo-yo environmentalist. That was his thing. And he would get on local news stations and do like a bit. And obviously, yeah, no one knows he's a comedian. They think he would wear the goofiest outfit. And he's like, yeah, I go into schools and yo-yoing is kind of my foot in the door to teach them about environmentalism and going green. And dude, there's a compilation online, and some of it is so funny. Dude.
Really?
Some of it is really hard to watch because he's just so awkward.
Yeah.
And they don't know he's being awkward. It
That's
can be a
my
little
kinda
cringy,
humor.
but it's
PG? G?
oh yeah. I mean, it all
Clean.
aired on local news. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can go watch it, but it's so funny, dude.
What's the guy's name?
I forget his name. Let me see if I could find what Stu sent me.
I want to watch this.
Yeah, he said, dude, if you could seen this, when Nate from The Office was trying to get his career going, he convinced different news shows to let him on as a yo-yo expert, but no one knew he was actually an actor and faking it. Yeah, he was just so funny.
That's so impressive because like you have to be like normal enough, but also ridiculous enough to make it funny, but like normal enough to like where news people aren't gonna be like, well, we're not airing this.
Yeah. And it seems like most news stations have to do a little segment every week or something about going green or whatever. So this is like their guy, like, all right, we'll put him on to show we go green as well.
And were the schools actually letting him do this?
No. It's only the news station.
Oh, okay.
That's all. That's as far as it goes. But
Oh,
there's
he's
his
like
outfit.
in the station, in the
He's
studio.
In the studio, yeah. So he never goes to a school. It's just him and like awkward local news anchors.
Does he do the yo-yo?
Yeah. Right, because normally it's a lot of awkward small talk, and they're like, all right, why don't you go ahead and
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead and show us some tricks finally? Oh yeah, his name is K Strass, I think, is what he goes by. And yeah, then once he starts doing the tricks, dude, it's so funny. So
That sounds
I'll leave
awesome.
you guys all with that. Just do your own
Okay.
homework, research it if you want.
I like that.
K Strass yo-yo compilation.
I would love it if you did that more often. Like, hey, watch this video in your spare time.
Yeah.
This is what I found out. So
Fun.
cool.
Watch K Strass, watch Dude Perfect, and
all the dudes.
check out Rowback. Look how good Brad and I look. Rowback.com. Joggers, Q-zips, polos, just nice looking stuff. T-shirts.
All the things.
Yeah. We love Rowback. GRKC 20. Get
GRKC
20% off.
That's a good
That's
deal.
that's a good amount.
It's a good deal. Scott was just touching this earlier. Like literally it was like, that's nice.
Dude, their quarter zips are so soft. And hoodies.
I know. I've worn this hoodie way more times than I should have in the summer because it's so comfortable.
So soft.
I can't wait till it's like actually like fall.
Yeah.
I know Rachel doesn't like it. I'm excited for the hoodie.
I wore mine a couple mornings ago. I was like, well, maybe McLean's will be cold inside. I'm just looking for excuses to wear Rowback hoodies.
Panera, cold. Panera's cold.
Need it.
Bring it.
Need it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us know your alien theories, what you thought about Scott. Check out all of our sponsors.
Scott just texted, thanks again, boys. Always a blast.
Yeah, he's a good follow-up.
Thanks again, Ghosties. Always a blast.
Always a blast.
Love you guys. Have a good week. Time and final thoughts?
Always a blast.
Always a blast. Love you guys. Come to Grande Boo. See ya next week.
See ya.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every